Okay, we will call to order the Moore City Council meeting on this 18th of November. Would you call the roll, please?
Kathy Griffith, Sid Porter,
Here.
Melissa Hunt.
Here.
Louis Williams.
Here.
Adam Webb.
Here.
Rob Clark. Mark Ham.
Here. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I do have a proclamation that I'd like to read that will be declaring Moore a Purple Heart City. And then we have some guests here this evening that I'd like to say a few words after. It says, whereas the citizens of Moore have great admiration and gratitude for the men and women who have selflessly served their country and this community in the armed forces, and whereas the Purple Heart is the oldest military decoration in present use and was initially created as the badge of military merit by General George Washington in 1872, and whereas the Purple Heart was the first American Service Award or decoration made available to the common soldier for specifically awarded to members of the United States Armed Forces who have been wounded or paid the ultimate sacrifice in combat. And whereas the City of Moore appreciates the sacrifices of our Purple Heart recipients made in defending our freedoms and acknowledges those men and women for their courage by showing our support and honor. Now, therefore, I, Mark Ham, the mayor of the City of Moore, hereby proclaim Moore to be a Purple Heart City, signed and approved this 18th day of November 2024. And I'd like to introduce retired Master Chief Larry Skyver. He's retired from the Navy, and he has a few words that he would like to say. And also, Candace McIntyre is here with the Veterans Homes and Outreach. And then Carrie Moore, who actually reached out to me back in, I think it was August, and we began a conversation about tonight. So thank you for doing that, and we're excited to represent for the veterans that call Moore home. So yes, sir, go right ahead.
Yes, sir. As State Commander of the Military of the Purple Heart, it's my honor to be here at Moore and add you to our Purple Heart family. We are a Purple Heart state. In the last 5 years that I've been commander, we went from 13 cities and towns. We're now over 350 different recognized, nationally recognized cities that support our military combat wounded veteran. But we like to say this proclamation that you were so gracious to give us not only honors my particular group, it honors all veterans. When we enter a town and we see a Purple Heart sign, whether it be American Legion sign, VFW, or whatever, we know that's a city that we want to spend our money in, that we want to shop in, we want to live in, and that we know that you recognize and honor veterans. So to each and every one of you, I want to say God bless you for having us here. I'm a sailor, but I've been told by my ambassador not to use any of my salty language. I've tried my best, but I'm going to get one out before it's over with. But I want to say we will, in 2 months, we will have you on our national register. So when you go to our Hall of Fame, there's an interactive thing. You can punch in Moore, Oklahoma. The pictures we take tonight, that we get tonight, will be there, and you will be listed as a Purple Heart City. I have a plaque here that I would love to present to you all. It says, the Military Order of the Purple Heart Special Recognition Award is bestowed with pride to the city of Moore, Oklahoma, for your dedication and support honoring American combat wounded veteran becoming a Purple Heart City. Presented by myself, the state commander, and all the patriotic members of Oklahoma, all 3,694 of my fellow Purple Heart brothers send their love and affection to you of the state of Oklahoma and the entire nation, the Military Order of the Purple Heart. So,
Thank you. I'll meet you down here.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're honored that you chose to be a Purple Heart City. I live in Morris, does Cary, and that means a lot to us, to have our city and our home honor veterans.
Thank you.
You get a free homework box.
All right.
We spared no expense.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was a
Thank you, sir.
blessing.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
service.
Thank you very much.
Ma'am, thank you for the honor.
Thank you.
Sir, nice to
Nice to
meet
meet you too, sir.
Here you go. Just want to quickly check that out. Item number 2 is our consent docket.
I make a motion to approve the consent docket, items A through D.
Second.
We've had a motion and a second to approve the consent docket. Would you call the vote, please?
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes. Consent docket carries. Item 3, we will consider rezoning application number RZ 1046, located in the southwest quarter of Section 3, Township 10, Range 3 West, being south of Northwest 34th Street and west of Shields Boulevard from C5 PU Automotive and Commercial Recreation District with permissive use for car sales to C5 PU Automotive Commercial Recreation District with a permissive use for auto body shop with a paint booth, and approve ordinance number 3024, application by Andrew Butler, and the Planning Commission approved this 6-0, and this item was tabled at our last council meeting to be brought back tonight.
Yes, Mayor and Council, this item was tabled so you could get some questions answered by the applicant. Just to give a very brief recap of this item, this is a rezoning application at 800 Northwest 34th Street. The applicant is requesting to rezone the property to a C5 with a permissive use for automotive repair with a paint booth. This request does fit in with the comprehensive plan and does not expand business further into the Golden Acres addition. Staff does recommend approval of this application, and I believe that the applicant is here if you have questions of him.
Okay.
So I was the one that asked for it to be tabled, but I went out and looked at, my biggest concern was the parking. I think there was a gentleman here that was concerned about parking, and I went out, and for the applicant, is the whole building yours?
If you'd just come up here real quick,
Okay.
please.
I'm actually just in that front suite. So
Okay.
it has like the front 5, and
Okay.
then there's 2 just right next to the building next to
Okay.
it. So there's 7 of them.
Okay, because I went out there and there was actually quite a bit of parking. I was kind of surprised. I think there was 5 or 6 spots at the front, and there were probably another 10, 12 spots
There's
that
a
you
lot
could
down there in the alley.
down that
Yes,
side.
ma'am.
And so I mean, assuming you're not going to have 30 cars at one
No,
time,
ma'am, not even close.
that kind of answered my question. And I wasn't overly concerned with the paint booth because I think you've said that we have others in the city. So that was my main concern.
I did go by and look also.
Awesome.
What are your hours of operation?
Just going to be typical 8 to 5. I mean, I'm sure I'll be there some late nights, but it's 8 to 5.
Do you see yourself doing much work outside? The noise.
Oh,
would just
no.
be an issue.
No, it'll all be inside. And actually, the building is spray foamed, so it kind of locks in on an awful lot of the noise. And I have my compressor inside, so
Okay,
it should be pretty muffled.
okay,
But
great.
yeah, I don't plan on being there late enough to bother anybody if it ever got to that
Okay.
point.
Is there anybody else here that wants to speak on this? Council, any other questions? Then we just need a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you.
We have a motion and a second. Call the vote.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams,
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes, item carries. Item 4 is consider approval of a contract with Datamark in the amount not to exceed $101,540 for GIS improvements necessary to meet the Oklahoma Geographic Information Next Gen 911 and addressing standard.
Mayor and Council, the city was awarded a grant from the Oklahoma 911 Management Authority for GIS maintenance and improvements to meet the Oklahoma Geographic Information NG 911 and addressing standard. Datamark will provide professional services to complete an evaluation of current public safety, addressing, and GIS data and develop an implementation plan for creating, maintaining GIS workflows, addressing, and data sets. They will also complete an assessment of the city's NG 911 GIS data and correct errors and discrepancies to maintain compliance. And will also provide data updates, validation, and submission to the statewide database to maintain compliance for the following 2 years. The total contract is $101,540. Of that, $69,540 will be funded with the grant funds.
Okay. Is the remainder of the funds, do we have that budgeted? For
Yes.
next year?
Yes, I believe
Okay.
so.
Make a motion to approve?
Second.
Will you call the vote, please?
Louis Williams,
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes, item carries. Item 5 is consider awarding bid number 2025-002 for construction of Southwest 34th Street and I-35, a 24-inch water line project to Matthews Trenching, Inc., in the amount of $829,977 as the lowest and best responsive bidder.
Mayor and council, Matthews Trenching has done quite a bit of work in the city of Moore, very good work in the city of Moore, and they were the lowest responsive bidder, so therefore we recommend approval.
So we're getting water from where to where?
Basically, we're connecting from the west side of 35 to the east side of 35.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve?
Second.
Had a motion and a second. You call the vote?
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes, item carries. Item 6 is consider approving amendment number 1 in the amount of $17,500 to the agreement with Olson, Inc. for design of a traffic signal at the intersection of Northeast 27th Street and Pole Road for Northeast 27th Street reconstruction project from I-35 Northeastern Avenue.
It's very difficult to get out from the south side of Pole Road onto Northeast 27th Street, and during our 30% review with Olson Engineering on the design, the discussion led towards it'd be wise to go ahead and put a traffic signal in at that location. So recommend approval for the design of the traffic signal there.
I close my eyes and say, and just go. So I appreciate a stoplight.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve.
So the engineering and the design, would this be installed?
It would be installed as part of the overall construction of 27th Street from I-35 to Eastern.
All right. Will you call the vote, please?
I will need a second.
Oh, we need a second?
I'll second it.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes. Item carries. Item 7 is consider approval of an application for stop-loss insurance with IHCC Life Insurance Company to be administered by Assured Benefits Administrators, Inc., effective January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025.
Mayor and council. In December 2024, council approved a renewal for health insurance stop-loss coverage with Dallas Risk Management. But during our annual review of that coverage, our benefits consultants at Gallagher identified a carrier, Tokyo Marine HCC, who they believed would be a good fit for the city. Moving to Tokyo Marine will reduce our premiums by 12.08%, which could save us over $94,000 in premiums alone versus what we paid in 2024. Lower our maximum claims liability by 9.72%, or $566,000. Expand our claims incurred window by 6 months, which gives us better protection against loss, and include a premium credit program based on claims performance. So today I'm requesting your approval of the application for stop-loss insurance with IHCC, effective January 1st, 2025. Daniel Summers with Gallagher Benefit Services is here to answer any questions you may have. Staff recommends approval.
Sounds great.
Make a motion to approve?
Second.
We've had a motion and a second. You can call the vote.
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes. Item passes. Thank you. Item 8 is consider adopting resolution number 9824, authorizing the conveyance of property of the Moore Urban Renewal Authority in accordance with Cleveland Heights Urban Renewal Plan.
Mayor and council, in reviewing the properties that we have acquired, we came across 8 properties that the city had owned that we previously didn't transfer to the Urban Renewal Authority, so that's what this item does. Recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, will you call the vote?
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes, item carries. Item 9 is consider adopting resolution number 9924, approving the purchase of certain real property located at 3200 Northeast 12th Street in the city of Moore, approving the final purchase price of said real property, and directing the city manager or his designee to execute necessary documents in furtherance thereof.
Mayor and council, this is 8.63 acres that was identified during the budget process that we thought would be good if the city could acquire it for purposes to be determined later. We now have the opportunity to purchase this. A borrowing was conducted earlier this year, and part of those proceeds were to pay for this. So we've reached an agreement on a purchase price for approximately $100,000 less than it was anticipated at the time. Recommend approval.
Okay, good.
Make a motion, we approve.
Second.
We've had a motion and a second. Would you call the vote?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes, item carries. Item 10 is accept a sign permit as part of the agreement between the City of Moore and Lamar Advertising for the relocation of the billboard related to the construction of the animal shelter.
Mayor and council, this sign will be located in the southwest corner of 19th Street and the west I-35 service road, down there between La Quinta and Taco Casa. Approval of this permit will get us very close to completing that process and the agreement that we had with them in order to build the animal shelter. Recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Would you call the vote, please?
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes, item carries. This time we'll recess the city council meeting and convene the Moore Public Works Authority meeting. Item 11 is the consent docket.
Make a motion, we approve item 11, alphas A through C.
Second.
And, okay, we've had a motion and a second. You can call the vote.
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes. Item carries. We'll recess the Moore Public Works Authority meeting and convene the Moore Risk Management meeting. Item 12 is the consent docket.
Make a motion, we approve the consent docket, item 12, items A through D.
Second.
Okay, you can call the vote.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes. Consent docket carries.
Williams, sorry, I forgot you.
Oh, sorry, we got it? Yeah. We'll now recess the Moore Risk Management meeting and convene the Moore Economic Development Authority meeting.
Normally her. Who's,
It's not me anymore, I don't think.
not you, it's
Oh,
normally
it's Kathy.
Normally Kathy.
Who's the,
Vice chair of that.
I can do it. It doesn't
I can
matter.
do it, yeah. It doesn't-
I think you're vice chair.
I think-
I am, okay. Would you call the roll, please?
Sid Porter,
Here.
Melissa Hunt,
Here.
Mark Ham,
Here?
Louis Williams.
Here.
Adam Webb,
Here.
Rob Clark, Kathy Griffith.
Okay, item 14 is the consent docket.
Make a motion, we approve the consent docket, item A.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Call for the vote, please.
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
This time we'll recess the Moore Economic Development Authority meeting and reconvene the city council meeting.
Item 15 is new business. Nobody signed up. Is there anybody here that would like to speak about something? Nope. Item B is items from the city council trustees.
I just want to wish everyone a blessed and happy Thanksgiving next week, and so thankful for our employees here for the city of Moore and the great job that y'all do. It's what helps make this place a great place to live, and we're just a blessed city, and thank you for all your hard work.
Yes. We had a good Veterans Memorial Service. It was November 6th, I believe, and I was able to attend that. And Brooks, our city manager, spoke at it, as well as Kathy and some others. So it was a good event and a good turnout. Mr. Mitchell, do you have anything?
Just a couple of things. Just want to, it's been talked about the last couple of meetings, but the Transportation Commission did approve the contracts for the 4th Street underpass at their November 5th meeting. So construction should start early part of 2025, probably February, so we're excited about that. And I want to thank the voters for passing our propositions on Election Day. The sales tax renewal and the GO bond project for Telephone Road south of 34th Street. So those are much-needed projects for the city, and we will move forward.
Fantastic. Thank you. And with that is item number 16, adjournment.
So move.
Second.
We've had a motion and a second. You can call the vote.
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes, we are adjourned. Thanks, everybody.